Welcome to MG Channel, where we unravel the darkest mysteries and explore the chilling corners of the unknown. Tonight, we delve into the bizarre, the unsolved, and the paranormal. Are these crimes the work of twisted minds? Or is there something far more sinister lurking beneath the surface? Prepare yourself as we uncover the top 10 unsolved crimes, twisted by conspiracy and shrouded in eerie paranormal theories. Christmas Eve, 1945. Festive cheer hangs in the air, but a pall hangs over the small town of Fayetteville, West Virginia. The Sodder family home, alive with the spirit of the season, is engulfed in flames. A tragedy by any measure, but the flames that night consume more than just wood and brick. 5 of the Sodder children vanish, gone. The fire, deemed an accident, should have left behind some trace, a bone, a button, some whisper of their presence. But the ashes offered no answers, only a chilling silence where 5 young souls should have been. Whispers began, strange occurrences in the days leading up to the fire, a peculiar phone call, a shadowy figure lurking by the road, an unsettling premonition. Were they targeted? Taken? And if so, by whom? Theories abound. Was it the work of vengeful gangsters, or perhaps a darker, more insidious force? Some whisper of a government conspiracy, or even alien abduction? 1922. The world, still reeling from a global war, sought solace in the quiet corners. But in the secluded German farmstead of Hinterkaifeck, a different kind of silence fell. A silence born of violence, of a crime so brutal it defied explanation. An entire family wiped out. 6 souls, their lives extinguished by an unknown hand. The patriarch, his wife, their widowed daughter and 2 children, one just a toddler. Even the maid, new to the home, wasn't spared. But it wasn't just the brutality that chilled the blood. It was the eerie premonition, the unsettling events that painted a horrifying prelude to the massacre. Footsteps in the snow leading to the house but never away. Sounds from the attic, unexplained and unnerving. A sense of dread that hung over the farm like a shroud. Theories arose, each more disturbing than the last. A robbery gone wrong? Unlikely, as valuables remained untouched. A family feud turned deadly? No evidence pointed to such a conflict. Whispers of something ancient and malevolent, a vengeful spirit, or a darkness that seeped from the very earth. 1872. The vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, a canvas of blue beneath an endless sky. A ship, the Mary Celeste, sails majestically, or rather, she should have. Instead, she becomes a chilling testament to the capricious nature of the sea and the mysteries that lie beneath its surface. Found adrift, seemingly abandoned, the Mary Celeste presented a scene of eerie normalcy. Sails were partially set, cargo intact, a meal laid out on the table. Yet, her crew, 10 souls in all, had vanished. Theories offered themselves up like flotsam on the tide. Rogue wave, mutiny, piracy? Each explanation lacked the chilling logic that the scene demanded. Whispers turned to the Bermuda Triangle, a vortex of unknown forces, or perhaps something more sinister, like a kraken or a rift in reality itself. 1900. The remote Flannan Isles, a cluster of rocky outcrops in the Outer Hebrides of Scotland, stand as solitary sentinels against the relentless Atlantic waves. The lighthouse, perched atop the highest point, serves as a beacon to passing ships. But on a cold December day, the light goes out. A relief vessel approaches, finding the lighthouse eerily silent. Inside, the scene is one of abrupt abandonment. Meals half-eaten, coats still hanging, and the logbook detailing routine entries until the final cryptic note. Storm ended, sea calm, God is over all. The three lighthouse keepers, Thomas Marshall, James Duckett, and Donald MacArthur, are nowhere to be found. Speculations swirl like the ever-present fog around the Isles, a rogue wave sweeping them to their doom, a sudden violent altercation, or something more supernatural, whispers of ancient curses tied to the land. Theories abound, but no evidence surfaces to provide closure. The Flannan Isles mystery remains an enigma, a testament to the unyielding power of the sea and the unknown forces that govern our world. 1959. The Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia, a landscape of stark beauty, unforgiving and remote. 9 experienced hikers meet their demise in a manner so bizarre, so utterly inexplicable that it continues to chill to the bone. The Dyatlov Pass incident shrouded in mystery, its details as unforgiving as the landscape itself. The hiker's tent, discovered ripped open from the inside as if fleeing some unseen terror. Their bodies, scattered across the snow-covered slopes, bore injuries so horrific they defied rational explanation. Theories swirled around the case. An avalanche unlikely? Hypothermia-induced madness? Desperate explanations, whispers of government experiments, secret weapons, or even extraterrestrial encounters. Whatever the truth, it remains buried beneath the snow and ice. 1945. Lower Quinton, a quaint English village, seemingly untouched by the horrors of war raging across the globe. Yet even in this idyllic setting, evil found a foothold. Charles Walton, an elderly farmhand, became the focal point of a mystery that would grip the nation, a murder so brutal, so steeped in ritualistic overtones that it whispered of ancient fears and dark forces at play. Walton was found murdered in a field, his body pinned to the ground with his own pitchfork. Whispers of witchcraft and ancient pagan rituals spread like wildfire. 1945 to 1950. The Bennington Triangle. A name whispered with a mix of fear and fascination. A place where the veil between our world and the unknown seems to thin. 5 years, 5 disappearances, and a string of strange occurrences that defy rational explanation. It began with Middy Rivers, a 74-year-old man who vanished without a trace while guiding hunters through the wooded hills. Then came Paula Weldon, a young college student who disappeared while on a hike. The disappearances continued. James Tedford, a war veteran, vanished from a crowded bus. 8-year-old Paul Jepson, playing on his family's farm, disappeared into thin air. And finally, Frida Langer, a middle-aged woman who vanished while hiking with her cousin. Theories abounded: serial killer, lost hikers, mental breakdowns. But none of these explanations could account for the strange occurrences reported in the area. Could the Bennington Triangle be a portal? A thin spot in the fabric of space and time? 1978. The vast expanse of the Bass Strait separating mainland Australia from Tasmania. Young pilot Frederick Valentich encounters something mysterious on a routine flight. Valentich, 20, takes off from Melbourne to King Island. The weather is clear, visibility good. But as he nears his destination, something strange occurs. His radio crackles, his voice laced with confusion, then fear. He reports a large, unidentified object hovering above his Cessna. Air traffic control sees nothing on radar. Valentich's response is frantic. A metallic scraping, then silence. Valentich vanishes without a trace. 1912, Villisca, Iowa. A small town shrouded in the stillness of a summer night, the silence shattered by an unspeakable act of brutality. 8 souls, their lives extinguished by the swing of an axe. The victims, Josiah and Sarah Moore, their 4 young children and 2 young guests who had stayed the night. All found bludgeoned to death in their beds, the murder weapon, an axe belonging to the Moore family, left leaning against the wall. The crime scene, a tableau of horror, offered few clues. The killer left no fingerprints, no witnesses and no apparent motive. The town whispered of shadowy figures and strange occurrences. Theories abounded. A transient, a scorned lover, or something far more sinister. Some whispered of a ritualistic killing, others of a curse. The house became a source of morbid fascination, attracting paranormal investigators and thrill seekers. 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. A small town forever linked to an event that would ignite imaginations and fuel conspiracy theories. It began with a rancher discovering strange debris scattered across his property. Officials dismissed it as a weather balloon. But the story refused to die. Whispers of something extraordinary began to circulate. The military retracted their statement, claiming it was a misidentified weather balloon. The Roswell incident took on a life of its own. Eyewitness accounts emerged, tales of strange beings and government cover-ups. The debris fueled speculation of advanced technology. Or had a genuine extraterrestrial spacecraft crash-landed in the New Mexico desert? The Roswell incident continues to captivate and intrigue. These crimes remain unsolved, but the shadows surrounding them only deepen. Could the answers lie in the paranormal, or are there forces at play far beyond our understanding? You decide, but remember, not everything is as it seems. Sleep well, if you can.